Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. Quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion. All right. A very good evening to everyone, guys. Ready, sir? Very good evening. How are you? I hope you guys are done with your exam preparation. So, like now, this is the time. Basically, what I can suggest you just revise things, whatever you have read in the past. ठीक है? तो आप ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं लेना है, ठीक है। जितना आप लोगों ने अभी तक पढ़ लिया है उसको एक बार रिवाइज कीजिए, ठीक है। एंड वी हैव ट्राई टू डिलीवर द मैक्सिमम कंटेंट सो यू कैन पास दिस पर्टिकुलर एग्जामिनेशन। वन अनदर थिंग फ्रॉम माय साइड आपका, ठीक है, आई होप किसी ने तो देख लिया होगा और जिन्होंने नहीं देखा, ठीक है, दोज हु हैवंट सीन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, I have created one dedicated mock for module A. ठीक है. So what you have to do, just go through this particular one. ठीक है. So I have added 95 questions आपका, ठीक है. So basically I was working on that particular one from last night itself. ठीक है. So one fresh set of question, ठीक है, unit wise practice. So this is my request to all of you. Please do go for like you just after this session. I'll be discussing only three part. आपका module B, C and D will do one quick revision, ठीक है. And for module A आपका I have added 95 question with a sequence one. We have 9 unit which are generally part of your module A with detailed solutions and all, ठीक है. So if you come to the CAIIB examination, you can see here. So just go through this particular one, ठीक है. So after this particular session, first, we will discuss the revisor things quickly around the module B, C, and D. Actually, Piyush sir is busy with some other things, and I'm not good in stat, so I do not want to enter in that particular league. So once, like, if you'll come to the आपका ABM one ना, so I have added one practice. ये practice आपको बहुत ज़्यादा help करेगी. At least you can build the fundamental parts, and those who are good in stat, they can practice through this particular one. ठीक है? So please go for this one. This is the newly added one. I have recently created this particular one. You'll see 95 questions आपका, 95 questions from a module A itself आपका, ठीक है. चलो, तो module A से 95 questions का one new set you'll get and you can access just after this particular one, ठीक है. I'll be premiering one session आपका, one video based on the that is the compilation video. If you have already watched these particular session, ठीक है, तो अगर आपने if you are following things from last 1 week, so you do not have to watch that particular one, but that is for the newcomers, ठीक है. If you are completely new to our channel, so and if you miss the past things and all, so one session for 12 hours which will include all the 4 modules आपका, module A, B, C, D आपका, ठीक है. So sorry guys. Ganesh sir, very good evening. So shall we start, guys? Shall we start today's discussion? So today is a revision session, so I'm expecting right answers from your side. And first you will be the first answer will be from your side, and then we will be discussing areas and all. And you can ask me your queries also. The first question identified around the HRM things आपका, ठीक है, and you have to find out the correct statement related to HRM. So what will be your correct answer, guys? Shalini ma'am, very good evening. A very good evening to all of you guys. So those who recently joined this particular session, I have added one mock test for module A with 95 questions with a unit wise sequence. Okay, just after this session, first we will be quickly revising our three modules B, C and D, and then you have to go for that particular one. Okay, chalo. So now first question on your screen, what will be your correct answer for this one? Everyone guys, try. Organization can replicate processes and people with equal ease. Human resource is dynamic elements unlike passive infrastructural resources. Then we have implementation of strategies is often slow due to human resistance and mindset. One size fit all approaches work effectively across all organizations. Human affairs in organization are influenced by both emotional and external socio-economic factors like money and all. Yes, 100% A will be right answer. Statement 1 is wrong. it human resources, like we cannot replicate people आपका, ठीक है, first thing. And this is true, this is true, ठीक है. Statement 4 is आपका one size fit to all approach is not work nowadays, ठीक है. It is something around the आपका basically for each and every situation we require a different set of approaches and all, ठीक है. So option A will be right answer for this particular one. Very good guys. Next one, next question on your screen. So first we will quickly revise the things from module B, C and D. Then one practice mock आपका, we will go through the आपका unit wise things, ठीक है. चलो next question. Consider the following statement regarding the emerging new role of HR professionals under the HRM in banks, ठीक है. So banking related things आपका, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? You have to find out the correct statement about this particular one, ठीक है. A very very good evening to all of you guys, those who recently joined this particular session, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? You have given 3 statements and you have to find out the correct one. Under HR, strategic HRM, HR professionals are expected to function in isolation from the line managers, the isolation from the line manager to maintain impartiality. The traditional HR role focus on being reactive, and line manager are expected to act as local HR administrator, handling many employees specific issues and all, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer in this case? आपका traditional HR role focus only being reactive. This statement is also correct and this is also correct. This is wrong, ठीक है. So HR professional are expected to function in isolation. No, ठीक है. They cannot work in isolation. We need a proper synergy and coordination among the with the line managers, ठीक है. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. That means आपका B should be right answer for this particular question. Why A? People are answering different question answer for this one. Only statement 1 is false, because statement 2 is also correct. Traditional HR, it is about the traditional HR role was focused on reactive things and all, ठीक है. So that is आपका that is pro employers and all, ठीक है. So they generally consider the things about the company, not about the people. But nowadays this is their role is something आपका proactive, ठीक है, and they generally become pro employees आपका, ठीक है. So that is the one. Next one guys, which of the following statement about the human resource development are true? I have shared one आपका summary notes for your module B and module C. तो वो कल ही मैंने आपको शेयर किया था. I hope you guys have gone through that particular one, and believe me guys, that will help you a lot, ठीक है. So there are many people who start following ki now they come to the concept things. Usually people used to do marathon session for the question things and all, okay? But now people are also doing same kind of thing, and those kind of things are definitely going to help you out in this examination, especially exam like CAIIB and all, okay? So now aapka human resource development HRD. So you have to find out the correct statement, true statement about the HRD. What will be your correct answer guys? What will be your correct answer? HRD help employee to acquire sharpened capabilities for current and future role. HRD focus only on improving technical skills for operational आपका operational efficiency. HRD aim to foster collaboration among various organizational unit. Job analysis play a key role in implementing HRD subsystem effectively. HRD goal include developing a supervisor subordinate relationship and team spirit आपका. So what will be your correct answer? Okay, there are some people are saying B आपका, ठीक है. Very good. मुन्ना सर कैसे हैं आप? चलो. So a very very good evening to all of you guys. A very very good evening to everyone, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? This is only statement wrong is this. Only improving, no, it is not only about the improving technical skills. It is around the behavioral and other also, ठीक है. So we'll not go with this particular one. Rest are seems fine आपका, ठीक है. So 1, 3, 4, 5, that means option B should be right answer for this one. Very good guys. Next one, next question on your screen. Quickly go through the question and try to answer this one, ठीक है. Yes, हाँ चलो, and कल बढ़िया से मचाना है सबको, ठीक है. You have to give your best. You'll see, like assume कि this paper is for 1 hour 30 minutes and your first hour is very very important, ठीक है. So try to score 60-65 plus questions or attempt 60-65 questions in your very first 1 hour, ठीक है. And you can solve the numericals portion in a single attempt. Okay, like let's say what you can do, if it is a numerical, leave, you can just mention into the paper. Okay, so mark as review, you can hold on that particular one. तो जितने भी न्यूमेरिकल्स आपके आते हैं ना, उनको एक साथ आपका एंड में सॉल्व करो. इस तरीके से भी आप अपनी स्ट्रेटेजी को रख सकते हैं इफ यू आर नॉट गुड एट न्यूमेरिकल्स आपका. ठीक है, चलो. सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर गाइस? व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस वन, everyone? So talent management mainly include acquiring, developing and retaining talented employees. Succession planning ensures smooth leadership transition by preparing internal candidates to fit key roles आपका. ठीक है, compensation management is a core function of talent management. ठीक है, and three C's आपका, competence, commitments and contribution. ठीक है, तो this is true आपका, this is also true, this is true and this is false आपका. ठीक है, so this statement is wrong because compensation management is not the core one. ठीक है, overall आपका staff या people management is the core function of this particular area आपका. ठीक है, so option A should be right answer for this particular question. correct है? yes yes yes. हाँ, okay हाँ, sure 100%. now next question. देखो आज का सेशन इज अराउंड द रिविजन थिंग्स. इट इज all about you. You have to answer this one. ठीक है, and just after this particular session we will be discussing one आपका mock test for the आपका module A. I have created like I spent around 10 hours to create those 95 questions. ठीक है, so कल रात भर मैंने उस पर काम किया है and even today itself. ठीक है, so that I tried to cover the maximum thing from your Macmillan book. तो अगर आप मॉड्यूल ए स्टैट में थोड़ा सा भी वीक है ना, तो थियोरेटिकल एरियाज को वहां से आप लोग प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा. ठीक है, यस. आपका टाइमिंग फॉर एग्जाम इज 2 hours ओनली. यस, हाँ, ठीक है. सो व्हाट वैशलिनी मैम, व्हाट यू कैन डू, लाइक सी 1 hour 30 minutes. assume कि it is this paper is for 1 hour 30 minutes. my point is कि विद इन 1 hour, फर्स्ट 1 hour ट्राई टू कवर आपका अराउंड 60 to 65 क्वेश्चंस और इवन मोर देन दैट आपका. ठीक है, देन सेकंड पार्ट इज लाइक दीज आर द वेरी स्मॉल स्ट्रेटेजीज बट दे रियली वर्क. व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू कि आपका because the first 1 hour will have the maximum concentration level, right? So first 1 hour is very important or very crucial for all of us. Second one is, if you'll assume that this timing is 1 hour 30 minutes, though we have 2 hours, after 1 hour now what will happen, there are some people, they'll start leaving the examination hall and that will create some sort of noise or some sort of disturbance and that really become very painful. After there are some people, those who know everything, or there are people, those who haven't worked, they're just going through the paper and all that kind of things. So after 1 hour, people will start leaving now. It will create some sort of disturbance. That's why if you cover like 90 question within 1 hour, आपका 30 minutes, so 10 question easily can be manageable with concentration or with relaxation things and all. ठीक है, so that was my point about that particular thing. ठीक है, चलो next question guys, what will be your correct answer for this one? Which of the following are correct with reference to human behaviors and individual differences? ठीक है, human behavior and individual differences आपका. ठीक है, so personality, perception and values are classified as environmental factor आपका. These are not environmental factor first of all. ठीक है, these are interpersonal areas. ठीक है, according to Kurt Lewin, behavior result from dynamic interaction between individual and their environments आपका. ठीक है, this is true. Manager can improve organizational cohesiveness by understanding employees personalities and behavioral patterns. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer? We do not have any 4 option here. ठीक है, so 2 and 3, option C should be right answer for this particular question. correct है? Why people are not answering this one? ठीक है, ये तो बहुत आसान था ना. चलो बताओ अगला क्वेश्चन गाइस. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Vaishali ma'am, you got the point what I want to communicate with that particular strategy, because see that works a lot. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा काम करती है वो चीज आपका. So you have to be very careful around things and all, right? चलो everyone guys, next question on your screen. So next question on your screen. Please quickly go through the question and try to answer this particular one. Everyone guys, try. ठीक है, and I'll give you time. So आज आप लोगों को answer करना है because we have discussed the concept part of this particular one. I have shared one PDF also. ठीक है, and the other areas also, because that is definitely going to help you. ओके चलो, क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर गाइस? व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस वन? इट स्टेज आपका अकॉर्डिंग टू फ्रूट, सेगमेंट फ्रूट ऑपरेट बेस्ड ऑन मोरल वैल्यूज एंड सोशल नॉर्म्स लर्न थ्रू द कल्चर. कल मैंने आपको एक पीडीएफ शेयर किया था. इफ यू हैव गॉन थ्रू दैट पर्टिकुलर वन, आई हैव shared the entire theories and all. Sigmund Freud theory around the आपका personality, id stage is something आपका which is the beginning stage of a person, ठीक है, where we have some sort of failures and all. This is about the, this is not about the id stage, it is about the super ego, ठीक है. So statement one is wrong. Ego play a regulatory role by balancing the unrealistic demand of the id stage with the constraint for the external world. 100% true, ठीक है. Next one आपका trait theory. Trait theory, that Gordon Alpert trait theory, that personality trait are shaped predominantly by the environmental factors as education and socialization. So we have internal and external both factors आपका, not only environmental factors. Self concept आपका Albert Bandura is proposed, sorry, it's Carl Roger, sorry, it is proposed by Carl Roger. Emphasis that an individual personality is shaped by how others perceive them more than by self perception. No, it is more than आपका self perception, not others आपका, ठीक है. This is also wrong. Social learning theory, Albert Bandura consider reinforcement and punishment as a key mechanism through which behavior is learned and personality is shaped. 100% true. We observe people or role model and accordingly we work. According to psychoanalytical theory, or this is psychoanalytical theory आपका, that is Sigmund Freud, it states आपका ego and super ego. An underdeveloped super ego may lead to persons lacking moral judgments and engaging in impulsive behavior आपका 100% true, ठीक है. So 256 means option A should be right answer for this particular one. Very good guys, awesome, ठीक है. तो ये जो theories आपकी है ना around the personality, motivation, conflicts, ठीक है, so they are also going to help you in HRM also, ठीक है. तो जो PDF आपका दिया था, why I created that PDF on priority basis, because that is going to help you in 2 subject आपका, especially those who are going for the HRM as a elective subject आपका, ठीक है. चलो next question guys, next question on your screen. So again we have some theories. So evaluate the following about the Maslow's hierarchy of need and select the correct combination of true and false. So you have to find out the true and false around this particular, and you have to combine these particular ones. Psychoanalytic आपका physiological need, first one. Okay. According to Maslow, self-actualization need can only pursued after fully satisfying the physiological safety, social and self-esteem. Then we have social need in organization are mainly fulfilled by informal groups, peer acceptance and friendly supervision. Then we have thwarting self-esteem need can lead to feeling of inferiority and helplessness. Okay. Then आपका safety need आपका related to salary increase or unionizations effects आपका, ठीक है, that is generally part of this one, ठीक है. Then next one आपका, next one Maslow's theory, a perfectly operationalized concept like self-actualization, making it easy for the researchers to measure. And then we have some individual may skip lower level need and pursue self-actualization directly, such as आपका artist or poet आपका. So what will be your correct answer guys? Anyone who want to answer this particular question? क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का, ठीक है. तो देखो पहला स्टेटमेंट आपका, ठीक है, फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड इंक्लूड डिजायर सच एज जॉब सिक्योरिटी इन नॉट, दिस इज अराउंड दी सेफ्टी आपका. सेकंड, आई होप यू गाइस रिमेंबर दैट पिरामिड, ठीक है. So that pyramid is आपका, first we have physiological need, then we have safety, then we have love and belongings, then we have esteem, and then we have self actualization. This is the pyramid आपका basically, ठीक है. So this is something which generally belongs to safety आपका, not to this one. So statement 1 is wrong. According to Maslow, self actualization need can only be pursued after fully satisfying these particular needs and all. Statement 2, no, it is not necessarily कि we are following this particular pyramids and all. It can be at any level. Social need in the organization are mainly fulfilled by the informal groups and all. True. Thwarting self-esteem needs can lead to feeling of inferiority and helplessness. True. Safety need in the workplace are unrelated to salary increases or unionization effects and all. This is also wrong. This is wrong. Maslow's theory of perfectly operationalization concept like self-actualization and all. So there is like nothing. It is very complicated. आपका this is also wrong. Sorry, I wrongly marked this one, and this is true. ठीक है. तो आपका what should be a right answer? आपका true statements. ठीक है. 3, 4 and 7. 3, 4 and 7. 3, 4 and 7 are true, and 1 to 5 आपका remaining are false. So D should be right answer for this particular one. Very good. हाँ. So only I got only single answer for this particular one, guys. तो ऐसे true false आपका with one question we try to test the entire journey of this particular one. Okay, so we have as per this need theory, Abraham Maslow, there are 5 needs आपका. People can be categorized among the 5 different areas. They can also ask you the flow of that particular one. ठीक है, आपका bottom to top or top to bottom, bottom level need, top level needs आपका, and with the reference of banking also. That reference wala things I hope you guys have must read in your PPB subject in your JAIIB examination. ठीक है, like let's say they can give you an example. One person is seeking for the car loans, so it comes under which category of Abraham Maslow's need theory? Okay? So that is a social need. So that kind of things also that can be part of this particular one. But it is something related to HRM, so that is something linked with the direct topic itself. Okay? So यहाँ पे if you don't remember that particular one, completely ignore. ठीक है, ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं लेना उसके लिए. चलो next one, Heisenberg two-factor theory आपका. ठीक है, so two-factor means like Heisenberg who generally tell कि people's motivation led by 2 factors. ठीक है, one is आपका motivators and another one is आपका hygiene factor. ठीक है, so hygiene factor they do not have any direct relation with the motivation, but आपका if they do like let's say hygiene factor which include or आपका fair salary, आपका company policies, these are generally comes under the hygiene factor. तो जैसे salary जितना एक पर्सन को मिलना चाहिए, लेट्स से पीओ सैलरी इज आपका 70,000, इट शुड बी आपका यूनिवर्सल. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि एक को 70, एक को 1 लाख, एक को आपका 10,000 मिल रहा है. ठीक है, दैट इज इफ पीपल आर गेटिंग 70,000, so that is the point कि I'm working as a PO, I'm contributing that much of work to the organization, that's why I'm getting this one. ठीक है, so that is not a motivator for people, motivation for the people. ठीक है, motivation is something आपका achievement, recognition and all these kind of things. ठीक है, so that salary is a hygiene factor. If you do not meet the industry average and all, that can be a reason for the dissatisfaction, and that dissatisfaction can lead to the आपका your आपका demotivation and all. ठीक है, तो now the question is around कि आपका what we have to find out, we have to find out the true statement about the Heisenberg two-factor theory आपका. So what will be your correct answer, guys? क्या होगा correct answer? So the presence of motivational factor is necessary to prevent job dissatisfaction. They have mentioned dissatisfaction. Hygiene, मतलब they see motivators, they have a direct impact on this motivation आपका. This is a motivated employee. So motivators, they have a direct impact on motivation, but these hygiene factor आपका, they are something linked like this. ठीक है, if the salary is fair, company policies are fair, then it can be indirectly motivate people. But if like or they motivate or they might not. ठीक है, so वो depend करता है employee के ऊपर. But if there is some lag in the company policies or salary आपका equity things and all, ठीक है, so that will become a dissatisfaction factor and that will demotivate employees आपका. ठीक है, so hygiene factor primarily relate to the physical and social environments of the workplace आपका. ठीक है, it can be. ठीक है, according to Heisenberg, eliminating hygiene factors will automatically increase employee motivation. Indirectly आपका basically automatically का मतलब है like if you are having fair policies, if you are having salary things, or if we are having the other factors which generally come like a good working environments or आपका साफ सुथरा office and all, so that can आपका that means the people will not get dissatisfied, that things will lead to the motivation. ठीक है. Heidelberg study suggested that job satisfaction and dissatisfaction are independent construct, not simply opposite. So what do you say about the statement 4 आपका? ठीक है. Recognition and advancement are example of hygiene factor that influence employee attitude toward their job itself. Okay, so these are the areas. Okay, so what they have mentioned, recognition and advancement are example of hygiene factor. Okay, no, they are motivators. तो आपका this statement is wrong. Other आपका first statement is wrong, guys. ठीक है. Motivational factor is necessary to prevent job dissatisfaction. आपका satisfaction होना चाहिए था. Hygiene factor primarily relate to physical and social. This is true. ठीक है. According to Heidelberg, eliminating hygiene factors आपका, ठीक है, eliminating hygiene factor will automatically increase employee motivation आपका. ठीक है. So this statement third one is ना, if you eliminate आपका hygiene factor, let's say if we do not have any good salary structure or if we do not have fair policies and all, that will lead to the dissatisfaction, and that dissatisfaction will lead to the demotivation. So I'll not go with this. Heidelberg study suggests that job satisfaction and dissatisfaction are independent constraint आपका, not opposite. True. So 2, 4 आपका what should be our correct answer for this one? A. Only 2 and 4 आपका. A should be right answer for this one. ठीक है. So you got this statement, guys. I got one query also. किसी ने तो आपका question किया था यहाँ पे. I just missed that particular comments आपका. ठीक है. So when it comes to removing hygiene factor only prevent dissatisfaction. it prevent dissatisfaction directly. Let's say इसको आप इस तरीके से लो. Let's say you are working as a PO and you are getting 70,000, and this is the industry average bank wise policy. Every PO is getting 75,000. You are doing nothing new. So or that is the kind of a mindset, because I'm contributing as a PO, I'm contributing that much to the organization. If it is आपका less than that, let's say people in other bank for a PO post they are getting 1 lakh and you are getting 70,000, that will be a reason for the dissatisfaction, and that will lead to the आपका demotivation later on. So that is something linked between these particular areas. Understood, guys? Clear है ना सबको ये? Because somebody mentioned around this particular one, I hope they got their answer with this particular question. I'll also answer after this session. Okay. So these are the hygiene factors, and these are the hygiene factor means salary is a hygiene factor because everybody getting the same amount because their contribution or their input is same. Condition, working conditions, as a human being we want some good working conditions. ठीक है. So अब देखो क्या होता है ना, like this, these are not a reason as per the Heidelberg, these are not reason for the motivation. If you will not maintain this particular policy, this level, that can be a reason for the dissatisfaction. But these are the which generally will directly impact employees motivation level. ठीक है. If you provide achievement, interest, आपका responsibility, advancement, they generally motivate people. That is the point which basically Heidelberg want to contribute or communicate through this particular policy itself. ठीक है. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Consider the following statement regarding ERG theory and achievement motivation theory. ERG आपका existence, relatedness and growth. Elder for ERG theory, and आपका achievement motivation theory आपका McLaren achievement theory. Like people they get motivated. It is also known as three factors theory. आपका achievement for affiliation, achievement for power, and achievement for achievements. आपका sorry, that is one term we use for that particular one. Maybe that is given in this particular one. ठीक है. Achievement for okay, I'm just missing one word आपका. ठीक है. तो जो आपका maybe that will be part of this question. ठीक है. तो एक बार उसको आपको देख लेंगे. चलो बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर, गाइस? What will be your right answer for this one? क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर? What will be your correct answer for this one? So what will be your correct answer? ERG theory suggests that if an individual fail to satisfy growth need, they will intensify their efforts to fulfill relatedness need. ठीक है. So ERG, this pyramid is something like this. This is E, this is R, and this is G. So sequence is like this. If somebody is आपका missing this particular area, they'll start working, आपका reworking on this one, or they might enter into a स्टेज ऑफ रिग्रेशन एंड फ्रस्ट्रेशन आपका, ठीक है। तो स्टेटमेंट 1, सेकंड आपका अकॉर्डिंग टू अचीवमेंट मोटिवेशन थ्योरी, ठीक है। हाँ सॉरी, नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट, नीड फॉर पावर, नीड फॉर एफिलिएशन, दैट वाज द पॉइंट, आई जस्ट मिस दिस वन, ठीक है। इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज थ्री नीड थ्योरी आपका, मैक्लेरन, ठीक है, मैक्लेरन थ्री नीड थ्योरी, ठीक है। So, achievement for motivation theory, the need for affiliation is primarily driven by desire to gain monetary rewards आपका, ठीक है। So, need for affiliation, ठीक है, need for affiliation is driven by the monetary rewards आपका, ठीक है। This is the statement. Elder for ERG theory merge Maslow's hierarchy of 5 levels, ठीक है। This comes under the आपका physiological need. This is आपका the second one is your safety, ठीक है। So safety and physiological become existence. Then we have esteem, social आपका और love and belongings, ठीक है। They are part of relatedness. एंड एस्टीम एंड सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन दे कम्स अंडर दी ग्रोथ आपका, ठीक है। सो इन्होंने क्या किया, जो मैस्लो की थ्योरी थी उसी को समराइज करके आपका दे दिया, ठीक है। सो दिस स्टेटमेंट हियर इट इज राइट, ठीक है, इनटू थ्री ब्रॉडर कैटेगरीज बट रिटेन द स्ट्रिक्ट हायरार्किकल सेटिस्फेक्शन ऑर्डर आपका, ठीक है। इन्होंने क्या बोला कि people will move upwards आपका and there is no constraint. No, this is आपका 100% wrong if you are doubtful about this particular thing, ठीक है। Statement 4, employee with high need for power in achievement motivation theory focus more on controlling others on the achieving specific task and goal आपका, ठीक है। It is need for power, yes, true. ERG theory allows simultaneous operation of multiple need like Maslow's model, which instead of sequential progression, true. तो क्या होना चाहिए, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ऑल्सो राइट, सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, इनकरेक्ट आपका, ठीक है। नीड फॉर एफिलिएशन मीन्स अ पर्सन हु बिलीव इन टीम वर्क्स इन ऑल, ठीक है। कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनको दूसरों के साथ काम करना में या रिलेशनशिप बनाने में अच्छा लगता है, ठीक है। सो जैसे एचआर वाले टीम होते हैं। नीड फॉर पावर, वन पर्सन हु वांट टू कंट्रोल अदर्स, ठीक है। टीम लीडर्स जो आपके होते हैं या मैनेजर प्रोफाइल पे सुटेबल हैं। नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट्स आपका मार्केटिंग मैनेजर्स और सेल्स पर्सन इन ऑल, वो जितना ज्यादा सेल्स करते हैं, जितना ज्यादा उनकी सेल्स बढ़ती है, दे गेट मोटिवेटेड, ठीक है। तो दीज आर द थ्री नीड्स आपका। सो दिस इज नॉट फिट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस। रेस्ट आपका 1, 4 and 5. So 1, 4 and 5 are correct. That means option D should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, चलो अगला क्वेश्चन गाइस। If you have any doubt, please do let me know. I'll try to help you out with those particular one. चलो next question guys, quickly go through this one. Next question and read out the statements and try to find out the right answer, ठीक है। Bloom's expectancy theory and John Adams आपका equity theory, ठीक है। So these theories आपका मोटिवेशन थ्योरी, ठीक है। सो दिस इज समथिंग आपका मोटिवेशन। विक्टर ब्रूम्स एक्सपेक्टेंसी थ्योरी, वन ऑफ द लाइक मोटिवेशन थ्योरीज आर डिवाइडेड बिटवीन टू पार्ट, वन इज कंटेंट थ्योरी, अनदर वन इज आपका प्रोसेस थ्योरी। दीज आर पार्ट ऑफ प्रोसेस थ्योरीज, ठीक है। सो लाइक फ्रॉम वेयर दिस मोटिवेशन अकर, ठीक है, लाइक दीज आर द थ्योरीज when we apply something in our organization, ki let's say if we want to motivate our people, so how we should design policies and all, ठीक है। and content theories they have a direct thing, individual, how one individual get motivated, तो उसका स्टडी आपका, जैसे मैस्लोज अब्राहम मैस्लोज थ्योरी ऑफ नीड, ERG थ्योरी, X and Y, विलियम ओरसीज आपका थ्योरीज, दीज ऑल आर आपका कंटेंट थ्योरीज, ठीक है। अब ये थ्योरी जो है ब्लूम एक्सपेक्टेंसी थ्योरी, देयर आर थ्री एरियाज आपका, इंस्ट्रूमेंटलिटी, देन आपका द सेकेंड स्टेज इज परफॉर्मेंस, देन आपका वैलेंस, ठीक है, थ्री एरियाज। इक्विटी थ्योरी आपका इनपुट एंड आउटपुट, पीपल दे हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ टेंडेंसी, दे जनरली कंपेयर देयर इनपुट एंड आउटपुट विद अदर्स आपका, ठीक है। सो दैट इज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया। सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर? Instrumentality in Bloom's model denote that cognitive evaluation of probabilistic linkage between an employee's efforts and intrinsic motivation derived solely from the non-monetary rewards, ठीक है। No, this is wrong आपका। पहले तो instrumentality is something, if I put some additional efforts, what rewards I'll get, we generally just based on that particular one, ठीक है। Valence आपका, the reward I get and the efforts I put, so we generally do some sort of comparison, that is valence, ठीक है। So let's say we are working for 8 hours, now we start working for 12 hours, 4 additional hours, so we should get 50% salary hike. So if I'm getting 50% salary hike or not, we generally compare with our efforts. If we are getting, we'll get motivated, but if we are getting under rewards आपका, then we'll get demotivated. We won't do or we won't participate in the activities. ठीक है? So valence reflect not the objective magnitude but the subjective psychological valuation individual assigned to potential extrinsic or intrinsic outcome contingent upon perceived effort to performance expectancy. Okay, what I have done, what I have contributed to organization by putting 4 additional hour and what organization is giving me. ठीक है, ये value है या नहीं है. ठीक है, that is balance. True 100%. Adams equity theory assume that inequity perception is a function of direct comparison of input output ratios, and the motivational response is proportional to the cognitive dissonance experience due to perceived distributive injustice. So it is something like if I'm putting this much of things, what I'm getting. If I'm getting equal to my efforts, what I'm giving to my organization and what organization is giving to me and what organization is giving to others. If it is balanced, I'll be motivated again. Or if it is let's say one people is getting 1 lakh for the same job, another is getting 70,000. So 70,000 other people will get demotivated. Third one is like, let's say average people are getting 1 lakh and I'm getting 5 lakh. So after some time, I'll be entered into guilt. Ki bhaiya, I'm contributing very less. So I'll start increasing my efforts. So that is aapka again true. Expectancy in Bloom's framework implies in deterministic casual interference between behavior and performance, eliminating the probabilistic uncertainty inherent in complex organizational setting. आपका ठीक है. Expectancy in Bloom's framework implies deterministic casual inference between behavior and performance. No, it is आपका efforts in, it should be, first of all, it should be आपका efforts in performance team, eliminating the probabilistic uncertainty in a complex organizational setting. Okay, I'm doubtful, and anyone who want to, it should be wrong. Equity restraint strategic in Adams' theory include altering one's referent comparison group cognitively, modifying personal job input or outputs, or modifying personal job input and output is not. Basically we do comparison like two people are working at same line, same contribution, so reward should be same. That is the only one. Okay? We are not going to modify our job things and all. Okay? So this is also wrong. The expectancy model integrate the tripart construct of the expectancy, instrumentality and valence. Take expectancy, can I perform this much extra? Instrumentality, if I perform this much, so what reward I'll get? Valence, the reward I get that is equal to my contribution or not. Okay? Into a multi-applicative motivational forces equation where the absence or zero value of any single component nullify the overall motivation. 100% true. Okay? So 2, 3, 6 should be right answer. Okay? I'll go with option B. Okay? What do you guys suggest, guys? Okay, some people are saying option C or some people are not answering. Option A is the correct answer. Okay? Okay, what we have to find out? Achha, we have to find out incorrect statement. Sorry, I missed this not. Okay, I just missed this not. That means our answer is correct now. Then 135. 135 आपका ठीक है. So we are correct here. So whoever is mentioned option A, they all are correct. Okay? Because we have to find out incorrect statement, and these 3 statements are incorrect. We'll see this statement 4 आपका ठीक है. Expectancy is probabilistic, not a guaranteed outcome. That means probabilistic means if I put this much of extra, let's say if I'm contributing 2 hours additional to my job, so I should get this much. वो एक probability we generally set आपका, and that can be meet or that can be आपका over rewarded or under rewarded. That is the meaning of this particular statement आपका. ठीक है, clear है सबको? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Consider the following statement about job evaluation method and their characteristics. Job evaluation and their features. Who will tell this one? बताओ क्या होगा आंसर दोस्तों? Job evaluation method and their आपका basic characteristics. So what will be your correct answer? Everyone, guys, try and quickly answer. So the ranking method, we have job classification method and factor comparison. Okay, these are the different methods. Based on this, we generally do the classification. So when it comes to the ranking method, break down job into specific comparable factors. No, it is not part of this one. In this, basically in case of ranking method, we generally consider job as a whole. Okay, overall outcomes के हिसाब से. So this is wrong. Job classification method group a job into categories based on overall job description rather than the factor by factor. True. Factor comparison आपका job based on the fixed set of factors such as mental requirement, responsibility and all. True. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 means आपका option C should be right answer for this particular question. Very good Munna sir. Okay. So option 1 is for ranking method does not break down job into factors. Okay. Next one. Which of the following statement about the compare ratio and its application in salary management is true? ठीक है, तो हमने 3 एरिया समझे थे. ठीक है, so we reach to a midpoint. जैसे 1 आपका लेस देन दैट और आपका मोर देन दैट. ठीक है, सो माइनस साइड और आपका पॉजिटिव साइड ऑफ द कंपेयर रेशियो. तो उसके बेसिस पे, एंड दिस इज आपका हाईली एक्सपेक्टेड. हाँ, ये आपको एक क्वेश्चन मिल सकता है यहाँ पे कंपेयर रेशियो के ऊपर. ठीक है, सो अ कंपेयर रेशियो बिलो 80% विल ऑलवेज इंडिकेट एन एम्प्लॉय इज अंडर परफॉर्मिंग शुड रिसीव अ पे राइज. ठीक है, ऐसा कह रहे हैं ये लोग. क्या कहते हो आप लोग इसके बारे में? ठीक है, सो पहला तो ये स्टेटमेंट ही गलत है. ठीक है, बिलो 80% आपका दिस साइड, द पर्सन बिलोंग्स टू दिस साइड इन स्टेटमेंट 1. ठीक है, दिस वन आपका, सो इट कैन बी अ न्यू एम्प्लॉय. ठीक है, द रीजन फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन इज न्यू एम्प्लॉयज आपका. ठीक है, सो दैट्स व्हाई ही इज अंडर परफॉर्मिंग एंड शुड रिसीव अ पे राइज. आपका इनिशियल नया है तो विल नॉट, इफ इट इज न्यू सो विल नॉट गो फॉर दिस वन. ठीक है, स्टेटमेंट 1. The midpoint of the salary range is used as benchmark because it is it represent the market rate for a fully competent performers in the job. ठीक है, midpoints आपका, this is the midpoint. Statement 2. The employer with a compare ratio between 88 to 95% is typically gaining experience but not yet fully competent. 100% true. 2 and 3 again. ठीक है, so option D should be right answer for this particular one. Very good, awesome guys. चलो next one. Next one, अगला question आपका. ठीक है, so quickly go through the next question and try to answer. So consider the following statement about the performance review and feedback in employee appraisal. ठीक है, so employee appraisal and you have to find out the correct statement. ठीक है, so feedback and employee appraisals. जल्दी से, हाँ, just read out things and try to answer. हाँ, so performance review only involve yearly exercise of appraisal and does not include frequent feedback during the year. The appraiser should compare the employee's performance with other employees to motivate आपका to motivate improvements during performance with others आपका. ठीक है, so during the appraisal interview the sorry guys. So during the appraisal interview, the supervisors should avoid passing judgment remarks and adopt an encouraging and listening role आपका. ठीक है, the fourth one is feedback should focus on employees training and development needs and be suggestive rather than the judgmental. ठीक है, so these two statements are 100% true and these two are wrong. ठीक है, only on आपका yearly no, this is not going to help. एक साल तक वेट करोगे तो फिर तो बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. The appraiser should compare the employees with not with others. With KPI should be the right approach. So 3 and 4 आपका C should be right answer for this particular. Very good. Only Munna sir is answering. Why others आपका? ठीक है, अब तो यार आप लोगों को आंसर करना चाहिए वैसे. ठीक है, रिमेनिंग ऑल्सो प्लीज ट्राई, एटलीस्ट ट्राई आपका. हाँ, लोरी सर आपका ऑल्सो आंसरिंग बट रेडी सर इज देयर. ठीक है, रिमेनिंग गाइज प्लीज ट्राई, एटलीस्ट ट्राई. देखो यार यहाँ पे गलत सही होगा चलेगा बट दिस इज द टाइम कि अब हम इनको एक बार डिटेल में भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं सारे एरियाज को, ठीक है. वी हैव ट्राइड टू डिस्कस द कॉन्सेप्ट पार्ट ऑल्सो. और मॉड्यूल बी में तो कल ही मैंने आपको एक पीडीएफ भी शेयर किया था. आई होप यू गाइज हैव टेकन दैट पर्टिकुलर वन सीरियसली, क्योंकि अगर नहीं लिया तो प्लीज आप उसको देखिएगा और थोड़ा सा एग्जामिनेशन में एंटर करने से पहले ना जो कॉन्सेप्ट पीडीएफ है उनसे रिवाइज करें रादर देन गोइंग थ्रू द यूनिट वाइज एमसीक्यूज. और इवन इफ यू गो फॉर द एमसीक्यूज थिंग्स, जस्ट गो थ्रू द एक्सप्लेनेशन पार्ट, दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल आपका, ठीक है. चलो अगला. Which of the following statements about the competency and competence are true? Competency and competence. Competency is a person oriented, आपका focusing on behavior and आपका attitudes. Competence is easily transferable from one person to another, आपका second statement, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? And competence emphasizes the task, job, output and result. Competency cannot be measured against a well-established standards. आपका ठीक है. क्या होना चाहिए इसका आंसर? What will be your correct answer? What will be your correct answer? Statement competency is clearly defined here. ठीक है. Competence is easily transferable. No. Competence cannot be transferred from one person to another. Like everyone, they have different skill set and all. Okay. Competence emphasis the task, job, output and all true. And competency cannot be measured. It can be measured with the established things and all. To 1 in 3. 1 in 3 means D should be right answer for this one. Okay. So statement 2, competence is task oriented and not easily transferable between persons. Then statement 4 आपका competency can be measured against well established standard as well. ठीक है. चलो next one guys, next question on your screen. Please quickly go through the question and try to answer this one. आधे लोग तो हिम्मत हार चुके हैं बड़े बड़े स्टेटमेंट को देख के, ठीक है. टेंशन नहीं लेना यार. देखो अब वॉट एवर यू हैव रेड अभी तक, सो आई विल ओनली सजेस्ट कि आपका रिवाइज थिंग्स एंड ऑल, ठीक है. Try with those particular areas and all, that will help you out, right? What will be your correct answer? Behavioral event interviews. Okay? Behavioral event interviews, and we have to find out the incorrect statement. Okay? Incorrect statement about the behavioral event आपका interviews. So behavioral event interview focus on gathering interview perception and belief about their skills rather than the actual past actions. Behavioral interview, ठीक है, they are ignoring the past actions आपका, ठीक है. The STAR techniques आपका, which is generally known for the situation, task, action and result, helping structure detailed behavioral descriptions, ठीक है. Behavioral event interview share similarities with the critical incident techniques when used for the competency identification. One limitation of BEI is that it may not adequately access specialized knowledge required for a managerial decision making. This is true, 100% true. It can differ. The interviewer's objectives. The interviewer objectives interpretations of response in BEI can introduce bias. It can be due to आपका verifying expertise level. Yes. तो ये सारे ही स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है आपका अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ठीक है. सो फोकस ऑन गैदरिंग, इट इज मोर आपका एक्चुअल पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस रादर देन दिस. तो ऑप्शन ए ओनली, दैट मीन्स आपका ए शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. करेक्ट है. A should be right answer for this one. ठीक है. Remaining all statements are correct. The only statement incorrect is it focus on actual past behaviors, what people they have done in the past itself. ठीक है. So for that sake we can do, let's say if we are hiring a new recruit आपका, ठीक है, so we can go with the आपका जैसे background checks and all the होते हैं ना वो सारी चीजें that can help in this particular situation. चलो अगला question guys, conflict आपका, ठीक है. So conflict is basically classes of ideas. ठीक है. So when two people are working at same line or in the same organization, so people they have differences in their personality, right? And these differences they lead to some sort of conflict in the organization. ठीक है. I have one different perspective about the task and someone else have different. ठीक है. When we working together, so we just want to work on my areas or in my ways. So and that something lead to some sort of conflict. ठीक है. So ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आपका ये हमने डिस्कस किया था, ठीक है। वी हैव मॉडर्न व्यूज, ट्रेडिशनल व्यूज और ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन व्यूज ऑन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एंड ऑल, ठीक है। सो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इज पॉजिटिव फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन व्हेन इट इज वेल मैनेज और बैलेंस, ठीक है। सो दिस इज द आपका करंट व्यूज ऑन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट और द मॉडर्न व्यूज ऑन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, ठीक है। तो क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर? कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इज ऑलवेज नेगेटिव फिनोमिना that disrupt the relationship. No, it is not always aapka. It like nowadays we have a perspective around the conflict. It is positive when it is managed or aapka well managed or balanced, ठीक है। We can have some sort of innovations with the conflict things. दो लोग लड़ रहे हैं about the process. So if they have some kind of ideas, so if we negotiate them properly, if we listen both the parties, maybe we can come up with some new process, and that process can help organization to आपका accelerate or to आपका growth part पे, या we can find out some new ways to do job, so we can save our time and others, ठीक है। तो first one is wrong. Conflict arise due to differences in values, opinion, this आपका 100% true, ठीक है। Conflict is solely a फिजिकल स्ट्रगल, नो इट इज आपका साइकोलॉजिकल ऑल्सो, ठीक है। सो नॉट सोनली आपका फिजिकल, ठीक है। एन ओपन माइंड एंड अ पॉजिटिव अप्रोच कैन फैसिलिटेट द हेल्दी मैनेजमेंट ऑफ वर्क प्लेस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, help maintain harmony. Fight or fight in the most common response. uh, Fight or fight is not, collaborative is आपका मोस्ट कॉमन रिस्पॉन्स आपका, ठीक है। रिस्पॉन्स यूजुअली लीड टू, नहीं यहाँ पे आपका फाइट और फाइट नहीं चलेगा, ठीक है। सो 2 and 4 ओनली, ठीक है। करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट आपका आई विल गो विद ऑप्शन ए। व्हाट यू गाइस सजेस्ट? यस, हाँ, ऑप्शन ए ओनली शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट कॉजेज ऑफ वर्क प्लेस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आर ट्रू, ठीक है। कॉजेज ऑफ वर्क प्लेस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, बताओ क्यों लड़ाई होती है आप लोगों के ऑफिस में? Why you guys fight in the office? Sometime we do ना, ठीक है, that is part of the work itself, ठीक है। But sometime it happen, like there is a clash between branch manager and assistant manager or a frontline employees, ठीक है। It happen so many times आपका, and there are so many reasons, ठीक है। तो कुछ reasons, there are some reasons which are listed in your question itself, and you have to find out the correct reasons, ठीक है। So what will be your correct answer? Resistance to change is often due to employees' fear of management ability to manage change effectively, ठीक है। किसके रिगार्डिंग है? अच्छा, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। पुअर कम्युनिकेशन प्राइमरीली कॉज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बाय इंक्रीजिंग द वर्कलोड ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज। पुअर कम्युनिकेशन प्राइमरीली कॉज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट by increasing the workload of the employees, ठीक है। Second statement. Third one आपका, personality clashes occur when there is incompatibility in values, attitude, problem solving approaches. Manager who listen only one side of dispute contribute to conflict by displaying biasness आपका in their decision making. Conflict rarely arise from employees need, it start with need only, ठीक है। जहाँ पे if somebody is not listening me or if my need is not fulfilling, it will start conflicting, ठीक है। So resistance to change often due to employees fear of management ability, this is 100% true। अगर लगता है कि हाँ, if we are in doubtful कि they won't be able, this organization won't have that much of capacity to implement this new things and all, so there is the kind of, we'll start opposing things and all, ठीक है। Poor communication primarily increase conflict by workload, no, it is around the policies, things, transparency and all, not the only workload and all, ठीक है। Personality clashes occur when there is incompatibility in values and all, 100% true। Manager who listen only to one side of the dispute contribute to biasness, yes, ठीक है। तो 1 3 and 1 3 4, ठीक है। 1 3 4 means option A should be right answer for this one, not D आपका, option A should be right answer, ठीक है। So 2 is false and आपका statement 5 is false, remaining are correct, ठीक है दोस्तों। चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं, next one, next question on your screen, and please quickly go through the question and try to answer this one। बताओ क्या होगा आंसर? EHRM, ठीक है। EHRM, one question expected based on this particular one itself, ठीक है। So operational EHRM primarily deal with strategic HRM activities, HR activities like knowledge management and all. ठीक है, तो पहला स्टेटमेंट आपका है. ठीक है, सेकंड स्टेटमेंट गाइस, सेकंड स्टेटमेंट आपका e-selection process must ensure compliances with procedural steps such as vendor selection and candidate feedback. E-recruitments often use company website or third-party job portals to attract candidates. E-performance management can involve using computer monitoring tools or web portals for feedback generation. EHRM limit role of HR roles to administrative functions, reducing its strategic contribution. आपका ठीक है. And the final one is e-learnings facilitate trainings programs that can reach employee irrespective of their physical branches and all. Right, wrong, ठीक है. E performance आपका right and wrong आपका. ठीक है. Operational ERM primarily deal with the strategic no. ठीक है. They are आपका activities related to your आपका it is not something related to knowledge things or आपका strategic things. Operational आपका the basic areas like payrolls and others. So 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6 means option B should be right answer for this one. What you guys suggest? Yes, हाँ बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है. So option B. Next one guys. A bank issue a performance guarantee on behalf of a contractor to a government departments. Which of the following best describe the nature and potential risk of the arrangement? बताओ, आप लोग आंसर करेंगे. Only you guys will answer. Remaining also guys, I request to all of you, please do answers. थोड़ा सा आंसर करिए यार. ठीक है, आज आंसर नहीं करोगे कब करोगे आप. ठीक है, फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स विल बी स्टार्टिंग विद द BFM थिंग्स. ठीक है, तो BFM का सबसे पहले हम लोग नाउ दिस टाइम आई एम वेरी क्लियर. द ABM के अंदर थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो गया था, बट BFM के अंदर फर्स्ट आई विल बी डूइंग द मॉड्यूल वाइज आपका ब्रह्मास्त्र सेशन कॉन्सेप्ट समरी, देन आपका केस स्टडीज. ठीक है, सेकंड प्रायोरिटी विल बी केस स्टडीज, देन आपका मॉड्यूल वाइज रिविजन एंड देन आपका फाइनल रिविजन. ठीक है, so I'll up the session also. ठीक है, so you can follow those particular one. क्या होगा आंसर? D होगा. मुन्ना सर is saying D होगा. नॉन फंड बेस्ड एक्सपोजर which may convert into a financial obligation upon invocation. 100% true. ठीक है, कोई डाउट नहीं है इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर. yes. Next one guys. Which of the following would be a violation of RBI guidelines on the end use of working capital finance? ठीक है, end use of working capital finance. We have given working capital loan to some company and they are using some other areas, so that is the case of violation. ठीक है, so which is a violation area using working capital? Okay, you guys tell me. बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है क्योंकि everyone guys, and just after this you have to perform one 95 questions mock also. हाँ ठीक है, unit wise mock for your आपका मॉड्यूल ए. ठीक है, सो मॉड्यूल ए का यूनिट वाइज मॉक यू हैव टू परफॉर्म. व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर? यस. ठीक है, यूजिंग कैश क्रेडिट लिमिट टू एक्वायर शेयर्स ऑफ एसोसिएटेड कंपनी. वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट वन. Which of the following statement about weaker section and priority sector landings is are correct? ठीक है, weaker section and priority sector landing, and you have to find out the correct statements. ठीक है, बताओ क्या होगा आंसर? What will be your correct answer guys? What we have to find out? Correct statement. Huh? What should be a right answer? D. No, it should be C आपका. ठीक है, C should be right answer for this one. Only statement incorrect is this. This should be आपका not above, up to आपका up to 1 lakh. ठीक है, not above that. Remaining statements are correct. ठीक है, these all statements are correct. So 1, 2, 4, 5. That means आपका C should be right answer for this one. ठीक है, it is not exceeding आपका 1 lakh. ठीक है, for women also it is आपका not exceeding 1 lakh. Why you people are saying D आपका? ठीक है, हाँ, who answered this? Rukmani ma'am answers the and Reddy sir also, ठीक है, and Ravi sir also, ठीक है, yes, very good. Next one, guys. Next question on your screen. Please quickly go through the question and try to answer this one. Okay, so about external benchmark based lending rate, EBLR, okay, so and spread, and you have to find out the correct statement. What will be your correct answer for this one? Okay, Rukmani ma'am is saying option B means 2 and 3. Okay, bank can link lending rate to any external benchmark published by FBIL, but must use a single benchmark within each loan category. This statement is right or wrong? This is आपका right, ठीक है? The credit risk premium component of the spread can be increased for an existing borrowers without any review of the borrower's risk profile. No, ठीक है? We have, it can be increased आपका spread, but we have to review this particular area. ठीक है? Bank have the freedom to decide the spread over the external benchmark, but other components such as operating cost can only be revised once in a 3 years too. So 1 in 3 should be right answer. A should be right answer for this one, not C आपका. Okay, people are, A is the right answer, guys. ठीक है? Next one, provisioning norms आपका, ठीक है? Provisioning norms for NPA. So what will be your correct answer? Provisioning norms for NPA. ठीक है? This is also going to help you in your BFM exam also. ठीक है? You'll get, for sure you guys will get one question around the provisioning norms. ठीक है? Either in your ABM or else in your BFM. ठीक है? तो दोनों में से एक जगह जरूर पूछा जाएगा आपका ये. ठीक है? तो क्या होगा आंसर? Normal provisioning requirements for standard advances of commercial real estate residential housing, ठीक है, residential housing 0.75%, ठीक है, for substandard unsecured loan classified NPAs and all, ठीक है, it is saying 15%. Then we have accelerated provisioning for doubtful 2 asset in the third and fourth year is 40%. Unsecured portion 40% on the unsecured portion, ठीक है, and then next one is loan to willful defaulters companies classified as standard require no additional provisioning beyond normal rate आपका, ठीक है, loan to willful defaulter companies classified as standard asset required no additional provisioning beyond a normal rate. No provisioning is required on the guaranteed portion of loan covered by ECGC or CZRTMSC if they become non-performing. So what will be your correct answer, guys? What should be a right answer for this one? Anyone who want to answer this question? Okay, people see. First, this statement is true, but this is wrong. आपका it should be how much? Unsecured portion substandard आपका 25%. ठीक है, it is beyond 9 month आपका 25%. So this is wrong. ठीक है. Then provisioning for doubtful 3 class and all. ठीक है, it is आपका unsecured portion. Unsecured accelerated provisioning for doubtful 2. Doubtful 2, it is 40% true. ठीक है. Loan to willful defaulter companies classified as standard asset required additional provisioning beyond the normal rate आपका, ठीक है. So what you say about this particular one, guys? They need to it is the restructuring case will be applied and it will be 5%, I guess. Okay? So they have to have provide the additional, or we have to create a provisioning. No provisioning is required on the guaranteed portion of loan covered by, this is true. Okay? So 135 are true, means 135 are true and 2 and 4 are false. 2 and 4. So option B should be right answer for this one. Correct hai? So what आपका B should be right answer in this particular case. ठीक है, मुन्ना सर कौन सा वाले केस की आप बात कर रहे हो? Accelerated provisioning for doubtful 2, it is आपका like see it is third and 4 year आपका, ठीक है. If it is doubtful 3 आपका, अगर मुन्ना सर If it would be doubtful 3 आपका accelerated and then and beyond this period 48 months से ज़्यादा आपका more than 48 months, then we'll go for the 100% आपका, ठीक है. Doubtful 3, one is 25%, then 2 is आपका 40 and third one is आपका this, ठीक है. This is the right answer for this one, I guess, ठीक है. What I can interpret this one, correct है. Any doubt in this particular one? So standard for doubtful 3, doubtful 3 asset, 2 assets, third and fourth year, accelerated provisioning is hand. Acha, okay. We have done some unsecured portion and 100% for secured portion. So that means this question, this statement is also wrong. Sorry. ठीक है. So, doubtful 1 is 40%, 2 is आपका 1 is 25% ना, 1 is 25%, 2 is more than 48 months. हाँ, ठीक है, कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है. So if it is mentioned 100%, you guys are also saying the same thing, same 100% portion. The statement mentioned 40%, which align with the normal provisioning of the secured portion, but accelerated it is 100%. So this can be tricky how we close this particular one and all, ठीक है. So the areas is आपका accelerated provisioning for doubtful 2 assets in the third and fourth years is 40% on unsecured portion. तो unsecured portion है तो ये आपका हाँ थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ होगा, ठीक है. It should be 100% only आपका then, right? तो कुछ एक बार इसको प्लीज क्रॉस चेक कर लीजिएगा, हाँ, if I'm doing something wrong here. करेक्ट है. चलो नेक्स्ट वन आपका, हाँ ये सुजाता मैम इज हियर. Just appreciate things and all. You done with your JAIIB ma'am? Yes or not? And you are not going for CIB right now, correct? So next one आपका, next question guys. What is the new maximum credit guarantee cover for retail or wholesale trade under the credit guarantee scheme after the revision itself? तो how much it is? कितना है आपका? हाँ रेड्डी सर ऑल्सो सेइंग द सेम थिंग्स आपका, ठीक है. मुन्ना सर, रेड्डी सर प्लीज डू. डाउटफुल में आपका एग्रीगेटेड, ओके. हाँ दैट कैन बी योर केस आपका, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम मिसिंग दैट समथिंग हियर. ओके नो वरीज, विल ऑल्सो चेक दिस वन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइज, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What will be your right answer for the next one? कितना है आपका? 200 lakhs, ठीक है. हाँ, so option D must be right answer. Earlier it was 100, so 100 to आपका 200 lakhs, ठीक है. Next one. Which of the following type of companies exempted from the following financial formats prescribed under the Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013? आपका क्या होगा correct answer? Everyone quickly. Easy question. Quickly mark the right answer for this one. What will be your right answer guys, everyone? And from tomorrow onwards we'll be doing for the BFM things, ठीक है. So BFM is my favorite subject, ठीक है. And I'm very excited with the BFM things. This time first we'll do the Brahma session and then we'll be doing the आपका case studies. Then we'll come to the module wise revision and all, because I have already done 2 set आपका. So you can, I'll provide one compilation for the previous things and all, okay, so you guys can go through those particular areas. What will be your correct answer guys for this one, ठीक है. So these 3 companies आपका, ठीक है. Rest आपका the same one. तो 1 2 3 1 electronic companies, sorry electricity नहीं, 1 and 2 आपका should be right answer, ठीक है. 1 and 2 आपका, ठीक है. These 3 companies are the same one. A should be right. D आपका electricity companies from the financial statement format prescribed under the Schedule 3. Okay, electricity company also comes under this one. Sorry guys, ठीक है. Please do take care about this, ठीक है. So insurance companies आपका, banking companies and electricity companies have specific laws governing their financial statement, ठीक है. Bank वाला we generally know, ठीक है. Everybody is writing A आपका for this one. This electricity one also comes under the same category, हाँ, ठीक है. And we practiced this particular question last time also, and that time we were wrong, right? Aapka today we are wrong, okay? So please do remember this one, huh? Next one. So they have special provision. Like for banking company, we have BR Act, section 29 wala, form A, form B, that classification and all that we need to fulfill. Aapka. Chalo, next one. Evaluate the following statement about balance sheet classification and disclosure. Balance sheet classification and disclosures, and what we have to find out, we have to find out the correct statement. बताओ क्या होगा? This we have discussed in detail आपका, ठीक है? Balance sheet वाला entire units we have discussed in detail. So what will be your correct answer? What will be your right answer, guys? Okay. So what will be your correct answer? This is 100% true. TM. Realizable beyond 12 months, non-current asset. Interest accrued but not due on borrower's classes. Current liabilities आपका TM. Goodwill is आपका intangible. This is wrong. ठीक है. Allowances, allowances for doubtful loan shown separately under the relevant asset आपका true. Loan and advances from related party always classified as long term. No, it is depend on the duration of the loan. ठीक है. It can be short term or as well as long term liability. ठीक है. Then this is also correct. तो 1 to 6 आपका, ठीक है, 1 to 4 6 1 to 4 6 option A only should be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Next one. What is the typical benchmark value for the current ratio mentioned, and what does the surplus above 1 represent? ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? Surplus 1 represent. ठीक है. So when it comes to the current ratio, basically we generally, or net working capital ratio, ठीक है, we generally finance through the long term assets आपका. ठीक है. If we have surplus 1, that means we have more money in our hand. ठीक है. So we can easily handle those particular areas or the short term debt obligation and all. ठीक है. So if it is benchmark आपका 1.33:1, when it comes to the benchmark आपका average suggested, surplus is the net working capital indicating long term support आपका. ठीक है. Net working capital from this one. B will be right answer for this one. Very good, guys. Awesome. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding sources of finance for current asset. Sources of finance for current asset. What will be your right answer? Sources of finance for current assets आपका. ठीक है. What will be your right answer? Net working capital, ideally through the short term first. Accruals such as unpaid salaries and taxes are considered a form of short term finance. Okay, they can be, but the statement 2 is right. If you have any doubt around statement 2, it is 100% correct. Huh? This can be categorized under this. Trade, they are quick current asset, not the quick asset. Trade credit is dependent on industry practices and credit worthiness of the firm. Intercorporate deposits are secured and heavily regulated financial instruments. Okay. Right debentures issued to existing shareholders can be used for working capital purposes and all. So what will be your correct answer? Anyone who want to answer this question? Okay, Munna sir is saying B. आपका statement 1 is wrong. ठीक है. Statement 1 is wrong. That means Munna sir answer is wrong here. ठीक है. So we have to find out the correct. Net working capital should be financed to the long term आपका. First of all, ठीक है, long term. In previous question itself ना we talk around this one. ठीक है. So कहाँ गया? So surplus is net working capital indicating the long term support to that particular one. First of all, the another one is this is true. Trade credit is dependent on the industry practices and credit worthiness. This is correct. Intercorporate deposit are unsecured. Mostly these are unsecured instruments and all. So this is wrong. And right debenture issued to existing shareholders can be used for working capital purposes. Yes. So 235 means option A should be right answer for this one. Why people are going with B? It should be A, na? Yes. So net working capital should be financed through the long term sources like equity. आपका long term, it is about the net working capital आपका. ठीक है. So it is the major sources are basically your long term and the average is 1.33 आपका. That is one. So if +1, that means we have more sources around that particular things and all. Okay? Please everyone do remember this one. Chalo, next one. Commercial paper. This is very easy question. Okay? Commercial paper, and you have to find out the correct statement. Commercial paper, and related to commercial paper, you have to find out the right statement. Batao. I'll give you 20 seconds. So commercial paper in India, and we have to find out the right statement. Answer. We have 7 statement, but you can go with the elimination also. Okay? What I can see, if you go with the elimination, you will be able to solve this particular one. Correct? Yeah? So, पहला statement, CP are unsecured money market instrument issued in the form of promissory note. True. CPs can be issued with a minimum denomination of 1 lakh. नहीं कितना होता है आपका 5 lakhs. ठीक है. CDs are 1 lakh. आपका certificate of deposits are 1 lakh. ठीक है. CP must be issued in a denomination from dematerialized form through SEBI registered depositories. आपका this is correct. ठीक है. Options such as call and put option are not available. ठीक है. It is available in bond cases only. ठीक है. The maturity or equity cases, ठीक है, or commodities or derivatives. ठीक है. The maturity period for CP can range from 7 to 10, 100% true. CP cannot be underwritten or co-accepted by any institution. They cannot be underwritten and co-acceptance by the institution. ठीक है. CP are typically issued on discount or face value. True. तो 13567, ठीक है, 1354, हाँ 13567, यस हाँ. तो डी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. यस हाँ बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है, तो डी इज द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. नेक्स्ट वन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लैंडिंग इज आर करेक्ट. ठीक है, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लैंडिंग बताओ क्या होगा आंसर. व्हाट विल बी योर राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. Principle of lending. People are very silent today in group also. Tomorrow they have exam and they are like in dilemmas. What is going to be happen? Everything will go right, guys. No worries. What will be your correct answer for this one? So safety is the most important principle of lending, ensuring that the money lent is secured and will be repaid. True hai. Liquidity focus on ensuring the money lent tie up with the long term. No, this is wrong. Team. Liquidity means how quickly and effectively we can convert that particular into cash. Team. Profitability is an essential principle, ensuring that bank earn fair returns, pay dividend to stakeholders. Yes. Diversification of risk means that bank should concentrate its lending to one borrowers. No, this is concentration risk. Again wrong. Team. Security is only considered a backup in case of default and should not be the sole reason. True. So 135 means आपका C should be right answer for this particular. Very good guys. Awesome. Correct है आपका. C is the right answer for this one. Next one. Under the inter-creditor agreement, what is the minimum percentage of lenders by value and by numbers whose decision will be binding on all lenders. This question we did wrong in the previous session. I did wrong in the previous session, so that's why I personally included this question. So what was the ratio? आपका क्या होगा correct answer? What will be your right answer, guys? You guys remember this one? What will be your right answer for this one, everyone? So 75% and 60%. Okay, the only A only will be right answer for this one. Okay, so it is 75% and आपका 60% of lenders by numbers. Okay, so A is the right answer for this one. You guys also forget this one or what? Okay, so next one. Consider the following statement about the sale of financial asset or securitization or reconstruction companies. Okay, sale of financial asset. Then we have sale of financial asset to securitization or reconstruction companies. What will be your correct answer, guys? Banks can sell standard asset under a consortium arrangement only if at least 75% of consortium members agree to sell this one. If a financial asset is reported as SMA2 and restructuring is underway as a part of a resolution plan, the bank can sell. No, bank cannot sell. Um, for asset value above 50 crores, bank must obtain two external valuation reports before selling that particular one. Okay, so 1 in 3 आपका, ठीक है, 1 in 3 means option A should be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, why people are going with the C? Option A आपका, ठीक है. Next one, guys. What does committee of creditors hold its when does committee of creditors hold its first meeting, and what minimum notice period required for the such meeting, COCs? ठीक है. I have uploaded one documents on the free section, हाँ, यूनिट नंबर 23, 24, 25. ठीक है, तो ऐप पे मैंने ये अपलोड किया था आपका कल. ठीक है, आई हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड बिकॉज द प्रीवियस 17 to 22 we have done earlier also. ठीक है, but for this one I have uploaded yesterday itself. Please do watch that particular one. ठीक है, all content and these 3 units are very very important. Last 3 units from your module C आपका. ठीक है, module D, sorry. ठीक है, so please go through that particular document. That is definitely going to help you in that particular case. ठीक है, so what is the timing आपका? Committee hold meetings. ठीक है, what does the committee of creditors hold its first meeting आपका? RP of 7 days and what minimum notice period? 5 days. तो 7 and 5. So that means आपका, हाँ, so within 7 days of constitution of COC and committee of creditors with at least 5 days notice आपका. तो C will be right answer for this one. ठीक है, so I request to all of you guys, I have uploaded one आपका unit wise concept. ठीक है, all 3 units are part of that particular one and these are very important unit. From these 3 units you can expect at least आपका 7 to 8 marks question. ठीक है, downside. So that concept part is very very important. 23, 24, 25. ठीक है, if you'll open the free section now and if you'll come to the ABM subject, this will be the second file. ठीक है, so please go through that particular one. ठीक है, तो उसको एक बार रिवाइज जरूर कीजिएगा. एंड इफ यू फाउंड एनी डिफिकल्टी, जैसे कोई लोगों को अगर ऐप में कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं आपका, यू वॉन्ट बी एबल टू एक्सेस दोज फाइल और डाउनलोड दोज फाइल, डू पिंग मी ऑन टेलीग्राम. आई विल शेयर ऑन टेलीग्राम इटसेल्फ. ठीक है, टेलीग्राम पे इशू क्या होता है एक्चुअली, once I'll upload, so few people will join, then they'll ask the things. So that's why I found this solution as a best one. ठीक है, तो वहां पे वो चीज मेरा काफी ज्यादा, I save my time and people also they won't get diverted आपका. ठीक है, and at one place you'll get everything. Even you do have access to mock test and also वो eventually that is going to help you out. चलो बताओ क्या होगा correct answer, guys? What will be your correct answer? What is the minimum voting shares required within a COC to replace the IRP within another IRP? कितना होता है आपका? 66%. ठीक है, तो B is the right answer. Yes, very good. Next one. Which statement is true आपका about the compliances? ठीक है, so compliance functions of bank. What will be your correct answer? Compliance functions in bank, and you have to find out the true statement. True statement. ठीक है, correct statement आपको ढूंढना है. The compliance function in bank operate independently of its governance structure? No, these are आपका coordinated और आपका we need a proper synergy between these two. CCO आपका Chief Compliance Officer has defined role and responsibilities that must be included in the bank compliance policy आपका. ठीक है, that means this is true. ठीक है, a compliance policy should ignore voluntary code. There must be voluntary code आपका. ठीक है, the RBI has called for the consistency in compliance approaches across bank to align with supervisory expectations. True. 2 and 4. 2 and 4 means आपका D should be right answer for this particular. Very good. Next one. Next question, guys. Next question on your screen. Quickly go through the question. ठीक है, which of the following statement about risk based internal audit? This is again very important part from your आपका 20 this is last unit I guess. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा अच्छे से इसको समझिएगा. Statement about the risk based internal audits are correct. So risk based internal audit focus on auditing individual risk rather than the processes managing those particular risk. First statement. Okay. Second one is the objective of RBIA is to ensure adherence to RBI and other statutory authority guidelines. Third one, आपका third statement again. Internal auditors under RBIA are responsible for reporting breaches to the bank chief compliance officer and coping with the risk management department. RBIA aim primarily at increasing the profitability. ठीक है, wrong है आपका, ठीक है, and this is also wrong. RBI include verifying whether the misuse of powers and all. ठीक है, so these three statements are correct. These two statements are wrong. That means आपका 2, 3, 5 should be right answer for this one. 2, 3, 5 means आपका sorry, B should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. Vaishali ma'am went for the dinner or what? Are you joined in the beginning and now you are coming at the end? And you asked me one question. I have addressed that question 2, 3 times, but you did not respond. I hope you got that answer also, huh? About your timing and all. So, which of the following statement are true regarding an integrated approach to governance, risk and compliance? ठीक है, GRC आपका GRC integrated approach, and you have to find out the correct statement. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer, guys? What will be your correct answer? Compliance program should prioritize regulatory enforcement over operational outcome. Operational outcome over regulatory compliance should be the right answer. Okay. Presented in the senior management. Okay. This statement seems wrong. Quality data derived from the integrated GRC system enable faster and more informed decision making. The emphasis on the legal penalties as the main driver of the compliance reinforcement limited rules based on this particular one. Okay. So what we have to find out in this particular case, what you says, guys? D aapka Joy sir is saying D, 1 and 2, and the emphasis on legal penalties as the main driver of compliance reinforces uh, 2 and 3. Okay. Other also, anyone else who want to answer this particular question? Because I'm getting different answer, and even I'm also getting confused with the statement third aapka. Okay. I'll just check this one. Huh? We'll just check this particular one. Okay. First statement is wrong. Okay. Focusing mainly on regulatory enforcement instead of operational outlines limit the effectiveness of communicating compliance's benefit to the management. 2 is true आपका, integrated improve the quality of this is 100% true. Concentrating on legal penalties as the primary compliance driver encourage a narrow rule focus mindset. And what was the statement? आपका the emphasis on legal penalties as the main driver of the compliance reinforce as a limited rule focus approach and all. Yes, B is the right answer. Very good. Who answered this particular question? Vaishali ma'am only, or remaining all are आपका in different direction. Chalo, next one. One another question on GRC process. So GRC process related question, and we have to find out the correct statement. So correct statement about the GRC process. After this, we have to go through the mock itself. Just after this, we'll go through the आपका ABM Module A mock आपका. So we have 95 questions in that particular one. Okay. Ready, sir? Just a minute, huh? So the statement basically it is आपका concentrating on a legal penalties as a primary compliance driver encourage a narrow and rule focused mindset. If that statement is not properly designed in this particular case, but if you'll come to this one, you will get clarity. Ready, sir? If you'll come to this particular one, concentrating on legal penalties only. Let's say if we are taking our compliance, we are fulfilling norms just because we do not want to enter or we do not be part of any legal penalty. If we'll have that kind of mindset, so it in आपका basically driver encourage a narrow or rule focused mindset. Basically the employees or the people or the institution itself, they have a narrow focus around that is something linked with the we are just fulfilling, we are doing things just because we do not want to have any penalty and all. That is the reason that's why I got the confused with this statement now. But the that statement is kind of incomplete and all, but here it is आपका clearly mentioned, so that's why this is true. Okay? So people, they have, like, let's say if we have to follow some rules in our institution, in our bank etc., so that doesn't mean ki like we are doing those particular things just sake of the rule itself. We personally think ki, हाँ, this is a good things and that's why we are doing that kind of it. So that is the area आपका which is generally mentioned here, right? Ready sir? I hope you got this particular one. करेक्ट है, चलो आगे. So governance focus on strategic oversight, including the integration of policies, risk management and performance evaluation tools such as balance scorecard and dashboard. आपका first statement, ठीक है, it seems correct. There are people who answer also, ठीक है. Risk management exclusively responsible for specialist executives and is not integrated into long term. It is integrated in the long term also. Okay. Compliance initiatives often start as project focus on meeting regulatory deadlines, but must evolve into repeatable processes to reduce the organization cost also. This is also true. Again, GRC solution integrate multiple risk management system and support automation of internal operational risk processing through the single web-based portal. 134 means option C should be right answer for this one. There are some people. Ready, sir? You got that particular one? Yes or no? If you have doubt, please do let me know. I'll try to explain that one once again. That state that there is only the problem with that particular question is the आपका tweak in the statement itself. Not with the question and all. Chalo. Next one. Which of the following statement about the whistleblower policy are true? Whistleblower policy or whistleblower protection? Okay. So, an employee who failed to report a known illegal activity is considered to be engaged in unethical behavior. Whistleblowers are entitled to a financial compensation for their participation in whistleblowing process. No, it is not necessarily. The identity of the whistleblower must always be disclosed. No, it should not be disclosed. Protection under the blower policy extend to person representing the whistleblower in investigations or the court action also true. 1 in 4. 1 in 4 means आपका D should be right answer for this particular one. Correct है? Yes. ठीक है. So D आपका, these two statements were wrong. The remaining statements are correct. ठीक है. Now next one. Okay. So now I'll come to the module A. So now what you have to do, okay? So those who are new, if you'll come to the free test section, okay? If you'll come to the free test section, okay? If you'll come to this, sorry, BFM I'll add, ABM आपका, ठीक है? So I have added one new test, okay? If you'll open this particular portal, so you'll come here and I'll just show you how you basically you'll go for this. Just a minute, huh? We'll attempt. I'll show you because this is very, very important. 8590. 8590. Okay. So I'm not that good in statistic, but I have done one thing for all of you guys. So see, I have added 95 questions from this particular one. Okay. So now see, this is now what you have to do now, If you'll go with the application, you'll see in some different direction. Okay, just a minute. If you'll go with this particular one, I have added 95 questions and the given time is 2 hour 30 minutes. Okay? 95 questions, 2 hour 30 minutes. Okay? So please do attempt this particular one. Okay? So see, you will get here. I have added at least those who are not good with the people like me, those who are not good in statistics. So you can go with these particular one. You can attempt, you can re-attempt n number of time. Okay? So you can go with question A, 1, 2. It is similar like your exam interface also. Okay? So you can go with these particular things. Just practice this particular one. One thing is this. You'll have a timer and all. Okay? So once you'll submit, you'll get the report also. Okay? Where is submit report? Okay? And then आपका reattempt, ठीक है, or the other areas also, ठीक है, where it show the other areas आपका, ठीक है, how you can see, you can download the PDF also or download the app also, something saying, ठीक है, so you can reattempt also. But now I want to exit from this one. How I should exit from this one? So what, this is your homework, huh, everyone. The result will be shown in 2 hours. For the very first time I'm doing this one, huh? How I should exit from this one? Anyone know? Help me. Huh. I'll cut it down. Okay. So what you have to do basically, just practice these particular one. Okay. I'll upload. I'll try that. PDF conversion option is not available to me. I don't know कि you guys have access to that particular one or not. Okay. So two things as a homework. Please take it as a homework. ठीक है, हाँ that is fine. ठीक है, one is आपका this ABM exam mock. ठीक है, ABM exam mock, and I hope you guys have attempted all these particular one. ठीक है, अगर नहीं किया तो कर लेना. ठीक है, but this is must आपका. ठीक है, because we haven't touched the आपका third part. One set is done by the Piyush sir, but this is the part आपका which is important. So I request to all of you, please try to that particular one. ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है. So this is the one. So just I'll request to all of you, please do participate in this one, and that is definitely, that will help. I only created the questions after reading the entire books and all. Okay, your Macmillan book itself. Okay, and try to cover every important part from your book. So I have spent around 8 to 10 hours on this. So I'll highly recommend, please go for this one if you are lacking in a module A itself, or if you are good in that particular one also, so you can leverage from that area. All right, guys. Chalo. So now wish you all the very best. Try your best in tomorrow's examination. Anyhow, you have to score 50 plus. Okay? Remaining things will be taken care, because BFM we have 10 to 12 days, and we'll be doing BFM Brahmastra session from tomorrow onwards. Okay? And then we'll do the dedicated case studies, आपका regular case studies. First we'll do the Brahmastra basic concept, then आपका case studies, then आपका then we'll come to the your next week, मतलब within 1 week we'll be targeting आपका Brahmastra session and your case studies. Then next week आपका the module wise revision and others, and I'll be adding more mock test and also they'll be help you in this case आपका. ठीक है, हाँ, that concept वाला part is remaining, but the unit wise MCQ discussion we have already done, sir. Lori sir, we have already done with that your unit wise practice. One session is available. If you have missed that particular one, so you can please watch that one also. Okay, चलो. So all the very best, guys. Try your best. ठीक है, कल आपका बढ़िया से करना है सबको. ठीक है, you have to give your best efforts, and those who are going in shift 1, who all are going in shift 1 आपका, so please do help me with the analysis part. So like one thing I'll suggest, keep that concept PDF or the any PDF whichever you have handy, so you can revise things and all. The concept, do not go for those areas आपका, जैसे do not go for those unit wise MCQs and all. That is not going to help. Okay? Concept summary portion is definitely going to help you out in that particular case, so you can take references from that one. Okay? And those who are going for the shift 1, please do ping me on Telegram and help me with the analysis portion also. Okay? So I can at least guide to people those who are going in shift 3 आपका, ठीक है. चलो, all the very best guys, wish you all the very best. Try your best, ठीक है. Utilize your first hour very like effectively, because that will be the game changer. Try 60-65 question, then remaining half an hour try to reach up to 90 questions, ठीक है. Paper will be lengthy, ठीक है, concept driven and all, ठीक है. So just concentrate for that 2 hours, ठीक है. So that is very very important for all of us, right? Joy, I have already shared a few PDF I have shared in Telegram. Otherwise, you'll get on the application आपका, in our application that your free notes section you will get this. Actually, at web it is not option, I guess. ठीक है. Otherwise, I'll show you here itself. ठीक है. No, it is not available here. ठीक है. Okay, sorry, huh? Can you guys hear me? Because there is a power cut. ठीक है. I guess you guys can hear me, right? So if you'll go to so you guys can hear me. There is a power cut actually. If you guys can hear me, okay, just a minute. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you guys can hear me, I guess. There is a power cut actually, that screen went. So, who asked this question? Joy, like what you can do now? So just visit that application. If you'll come to the free note section, you will get summaries for all these PDF which you require. Okay, so you can go with that particular one. All right, guys. So wish you all the very best for your examination. Try your best, and I'll see you for the exam analysis as well as for the BFM subject. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards itself, we'll be doing BFM classes, and that will help us, and we'll try our best for that.